everybody, my name is Old School Nerd. Actually, technically right now it's Mother's Day here in the US. It's Sunday morning about just before 9 a.m. I got some of my friends from the Europe and the United States here. We're kind of hanging out. Some of them are members of bands that we know and love. Some of them are just some of our community members. Tori Reacts just left. She's got a crazy day for herself today. Here's the thing. When I did an interview of Brittney Slayes last week about the new upcoming and now current album for Unleash the Arches, Phantoma, she said what you should do is, if you get a chance, sit down and listen to the entire album from beginning to end. Not just listen for lyrical content, for the story that's being told, but I told her that I would listen for the musical arc, the musical storytelling as well. So what we're going to do is, I have not listened to the album in its entirety at all. Of course, we've listened to Green and Glass, Ghost in the Mist, Seeking Vengeance, Blood Empress, because we've all done reactions to them. But all the beginning tracks we have not heard, including the title track. So we're going to listen to all of them together, and I'm going to give you my thoughts of each one. But we're going to listen to each one of them right now. Yeah, we're going to do it as a one solid video the whole way through. What's up, Lone Wolf? See, and because we're live on Twitch, stuff could happen. I'm just letting you know, we're live on Twitch. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to show up. Here we go. The band from British Columbia, Canada, Unleash the Archers. This is Phantoma. My name is Old School Nerd. Let's do this. First song on the album, here we go, Human Era. No. That's Ghost in the Mist. I have to turn off my my shuffler, because the shuffler wants to do its own thing. Okay, let's go back. Here we go. Ghost in the Mist, which is going to be Human Era. No, not Ghost in... Damn it, you! Okay, Human Era. See, this is Human Error trying to listen to Human Era. See how that goes? I try. Let's keep going. This sounds like Planet of the Apes when Charlton Heston comes across the Statue of Liberty. Bird. Sorry to stop it real quick. It's legitimate Rush vibes on the intro to this. And just the intro, the vocals, sounds like a story that, yeah, it's very Rush feeling. Does anybody feel that? It's like Subdivisions in a way. Those who know when I say this, you're gonna hear what I'm saying, and you're gonna be like, "Wow!" And it's not a dig. I absolutely love that. If you're gonna start telling a story, and it's gonna be an epic story, this is so Vapor Trails. It's so Snakes and Arrows. It is some of the best proggy storytelling vibes because it's epic, but it's not so movie epic, right? It's relatable. It's like someone's telling you a story to start off a storybook, but not Michael Bay, Star Wars, Transformers, explosion. It's epic. Like, you know. Do you see what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm gonna shut up. Let's finish the song. All right. Okay. So that was Human Era. We're going to go straight into Phantoma. So much of the song structure, the way the vocals were delivered, it just reminds me of some of the best storytelling in just a way that reminds me of the way Alex Lifeson and Getty and Neil did it in just some of the best ways that they used to. There's just, if you are a fan of Rush and you listen to a lot of Rush growing up, or even as an adult, there were parts of the way it was phrased and the way the melodies pulled through both musically and vocally. It just reminded me of some of Rush's best storytelling. And if I'm wrong, but damn it, it's something I grew up with and I've loved since I was a child. So when I hear it, it automatically goes in my head. So, all right. Human Era, start off the album, 5 minutes, 41 seconds. It's a beautiful story of the end of the human times, the change of the earth. All right. Phantoma, our intro to our lead character, I believe. Here we go. All right, so the first song, Human Era, sets the stage. It's a fantastical era. It tells you this epic story of where we are in both the human concept, the human existence, but also the world as we know it. And then we're introduced to the protagonist, Phantoma, and it starts off just like Faster Than Light. Remember the song Faster Than Light? It is just an explosion, like the birth of her consciousness. She becomes self-aware. Here she is. She's in this world. She's looking around, and she has all these desires, these goals, these thoughts, these ideas, and they're running rapid. Like the music is just, oh my God, there's almost so much going on. And she's doing this, this collection of existence, who she is, what she is, how she is, where she is, how she is, all the different categorizations. And here's my favorite part, is because it's just kind of like Faster Than Light. It seems like it's super fast because her thought process is chaotic. Who she is chaotic. It's not just an intelligence, it is an emotional existence. And we're seeing more and more of this in the song. So to go from that to this, it is a longer song. So I'm really enjoying it, but at the same time, it is a stark contrast to the first song. But if you're thinking about the first song setting an environment, setting a world that we're going to exist, and then to have this protagonist just explode out and be like, hey, this is me, what am I? And then we're going through this song as she discovers not only the world around her, but the world within her. And musically it matches. It's great. This rapid tap style kind of sounds very data processing-ish. By the way, processing-ish is not a word, but what else do you describe that tone? It's almost like that beep, 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 you know, that classic, do you remember the movie War Games with Matthew Broderick where they had the Whopper? And as the supercomputer was processing the nuclear war stuff, simulations, it'd make that kind of computer noises and everything else. This is what this is in the guitar. So it's like she's processing everything that's going around her. And there's just so much data, so much knowledge, so many things that to even contemplate all the chaos, and at the same time, because of it, it's creating who she is. It's so freaking cool, man. All right. I can see why this song for some of you is your favorite song. All right, everybody. That was track number 2, Phantoma, which is the title track from the album from Unleash the Archers. So we've checked out the environment, we've checked out our protagonist, and then the next one is going to be song number 3, Buried in Code. That doesn't have any connotations to AI or computering or technology at all. So, all right. Song 3, Buried in Code. Let's go. All right, everybody. Wow. All right, this is going to be the favorite song of every IT program person like myself. I mean, this is literally my life. 10 hours a day, this is my existence. But I totally get the whole point. You know, it's, yeah, I'm digging this, you know. It goes from a personal situation to just the mundaneness of existence. Here we go. This would be the perfect anime intro song for an anime that was made about a computer that becomes sentient and just, yeah. All right, Buried in Code. It seems pretty straightforward, you know, just that grind, man, that IT grind. Okay, so the next one, is called The Collective. All right, so if you, those of you who are Star Trek Borg fans, this one may be your favorite song. It may not. It depends upon what it is because we haven't heard it yet. Let's go. There's feelings like awakening in this. I don't know if it's maybe just the rhythm section, the way that Scott is doing it, but it's something about the rhythm section that is reminding me of that chorus from Awakening. It's not a dig, I'm just saying it just kind of feels it, but the story is definitely complexer here. It has a very deep complexity, so I'm in. Let's keep going. First introduction of vocals by Grant in this to add a chaos to it. This kind of feels like it's the first time that through all of it we see order and structure and discovery and analytics and all these things. And in the collective, we start to hear an echo, a voice that doesn't match up with everything else. It's like the introduction of Grant's vocals in the harsh realm kind of give a little bit of a chaos feel to the order that's progressed so far. Everything has been so exactly set, you know, because it's from a computer standpoint, from an AI standpoint, the buried in the code, all these things, everything has to be in order. There's a sequence to everything. And then all of a sudden we see a chaos element introduced. I think it's amazing. That song itself, just by itself, in 5 minutes and 54 seconds, tells an entire story arc, just by itself. That was The Collective, track number 4 from Phantoma by Unleash Your Archers. That one song in and of itself is a miniature summary of an entire story if you wanted it to be just by itself, standalone. All right. Now we're getting into one of the ones we know, Green and Glass. We now have a disruption in the order. Now, I'm not saying just Grant's vocals, but we start to see how things begin to become disrupted. Let's see what happens. We know Phantoma now encounters the order and decides the chaos. There's a breakaway in here. It's called Green and Glass. Track number 5. Let's go. I know the song. I've heard the song. I've listened to the song dozens of times since, you know, it was the first video that was released from the album. With the first video, had that beautiful AI created video that Brittney and I talked about, how it reminded me of 2112, but in visual form, where the council and they mock her and all this other stuff. Now that I've listened to the first 4 tracks of the album into this, now I'm even more pissed off. I'm even more invested in Phantoma. I want her so bad to just lay waste to all the people that mock her and shun her. There's so much more emotion involved. So yes, if you listen to the album from the beginning and when you get to this one, you're like, man, screw those guys. You know, you just, I felt really heartfelt emotions for Phantoma and her plight when I first saw the video months ago. But now, man, F those dudes. Just, you know, I'm glad at the end of this, you see her come up with her crew and you're like, oh, those guys are in trouble. So yeah, I'm loving it. Now that I have the context for the video, I like it way more. And I loved it first, so there you go. My favorite part about that song in the video is that that's the part of the video where Phantoma is now heading back towards the compound or the temple or the city or the stronghold, the council, and she's not coming back alone, which gives me vibes because the next two songs, where does the story go from there? So I'm interested. Also, Yotam in the chat, I totally get what you're saying. And I agree with your opinion. I think your opinion is completely valid. If they're your favorite Canadian band, I think they might be your favorite Canadian band because of the names you listed in your comment. I think that Unleash the Archers is heavily influenced by bands like Rush, Devin Townsend, and those. And just like Spirit Box and Lauren Babic, they know where they come from. They believe, they look at the past, and they create something new and current and powerful and unique. Unleash the Archers may be some of the best pieces of what came before them, both from a nerd perspective, from a fun perspective, and you could definitely see some similarities between Rush and Unleash the Archers in a way. Unleash the Archers is very modern. They're very complex. They're very prog metal. They're very storytelling. They're also very nerdish, which makes you feel and remember that smart, nerd level, intelligent songwriting that Neil Peart did. Also, musicianship wise, Devin Townsend and that thinking outside the box. And then when you look at Spirit Box and you look at Lauren Babic, yeah, that's that modern metalcore, that modern progressive metal vibe that takes modern elements and modern techniques and technology and loops them in and creates something that now we look at and go, this is the modern day storytelling. So I absolutely 100% agree with everything you just said up there. And if you put Unleash the Archers above all of those names, I agree with you. At the same time, they are who they are because of those names. It's a shared development with all of them. And I think that Lauren Babick and Spirit Box and Unleash the Archers, because of bands like Rush and Devin and the works of the past, give them the foundation that they are also amazing, and we love them for it. All right, let's keep going. Gods of Decay. This is one I've never heard before. 5 minutes. If it's after Green and Glass, is crap about to go down? Let's find out. Okay. I'm going to go on a tangent here. When I tell you this tangent, please understand where I'm coming from. Remember how old I am and the age I grew up in. If we're going from the story plot line and the way this whole album and the story is progressing, you know, we start from the origins of the environment to the protagonist to the situation that the protagonist is in, coming out of it, getting rejected, Green and Glass. If we were to go back to the Karate Kid, the Goonies, all those young adventure movies from the 80s, there was always the cool environment. Then we meet the underdog. Then the underdog gets bullied or finds some kind of thing. And then there's always this musical montage where the downtrodden or those that are put down or whatever, right? A classic example of this is the movie Iron Eagle, right? Where you have the young guy, Doug Masters, his dad gets shot down. There's all these bullies and all this oppression that's around him. He's never going to pull this off. But then his little ragtag band of nerds, they have this montage. And the montage of that movie is We're Not Going to Take It by Twisted Sister. But it always has that little 80s pop feel, the music, where they're going against the machine and da-da. I get that vibe from this. Like it's like a ragtag band of misfits in the classic 80s comedy adventure trope, that young teenage trope, where that little upbeat song plays the montage where they come up with their idea to overcome the bad guy. That's what I'm getting from this, and I absolutely love it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but damn it, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, okay, we have identified the bad guy. We have identified that we're all oppressed here. Her little ragtag group of minions, or her AI island of misfit toys, and her are coming back. And this is that montage song where they're gonna overcome the odds. That's what I feel when I hear this. Just listen to it. It just reminds you of one of those 80s movies where the Goonies never say die. I don't know why I feel this way, but it makes me very happy to hear it. Okay, that was Ghosts and Decay. And after a song like Green and Glass, if we're following the story progression, this is the montage of the downtrodden. And lyrically, it may not be that way, but when I listen to it, the way that it's arranged, I just get taken back to some of those great movies from my childhood, and where, you know, it's Goonies never say die, man. That's how I feel about it. All right. Okay, here we go. Next one up. Give it up or give it all. Give me liberty. Give me death. Damn the torpedoes. Full speed ahead. You know, I don't know. Let's find out. This one is 7 minutes, 36 seconds. This is by far, by almost a minute, a little bit over a minute, the longest song on the album. Give it up or give it all. I mean, you know, but we also know, here's the thing. It's the last song that we haven't heard on the channel. After this, we go into boom, 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 right? So let's see what happens. Oh, this one's going to be a movie on its own? Nice. Okay, now you're just going to break my heart. The hell out of here, man. I love this song. It's so well done. It's one of those inspiring, energetic songs that makes you believe. I don't know what it makes me believe, but damn it, I love it. I mean, everything about it is just perfectly done. This could be easily one of my favorite songs in the album. And it's 7 minutes long, so I don't even know where it's going from here. We're not even halfway through. But coming off a song like Ghosts and Decay, if Ghosts and Decay is that montage where the downtrodden and the misfits find their way to, you know, they find their way to beat the bad guy, the antagonist. This is the song when they win. Is this the song? I mean, right? This is the song. This is, okay, if Gods in Decay is Dare from the Transformers, from Stan Bush, Dare, Believe You Can Survive, then Give It Up or Give It All is You Got the Touch by Stan Bush. from Transformers. Like, there are songs that set up the protagonist to find a way to beat the antagonist, and then there's the song when they actually do it, and then they celebrate. This is Ewok Village, mother huggers. not the remade one, the one that sucks. Like the original Ewok Village celebration. That's how I feel about it. Let's keep going. OG Ewok Village, not the new one. The new one sucks. If this is a piano interlude to an even bigger reprisal chorus, I quit. You can just end the album right now. However, we know this isn't the end of the album, and the next 3 songs are freaking magnificent. Is this a segue? Segue to an epic power rendition? Here it comes. Why isn't this song the end of the album? Why isn't this song like the last part of the album? Why isn't this? Right? Why? And then I realized something. Now that I'm looking at the track list, we've already done a reaction to Blood Empress. Does the tale not end on a happy note? Because so far, the entire track list, all the way to 7, is the classic movie happy ending trope. It's literally a damn Disney movie so far. A classic 80s underdog tale like The Goonies, or name the 80s adventure teenage movie where everything is the underdog, the misfits, the back against the wall, the bullies, the finding a way to overcome it, then overcoming it, and the victory, and then the happy ending, and all of a sudden we know that there's still 3 songs left. And now that I'm looking at the list and I've seen the 3 songs and I've heard the 3 songs that in this album, I'm just now realizing Phantoma doesn't have a happy ending. To all of you that are here today, if you've heard these next 3 songs, and we've just heard this one, why don't all of you tell me in the chat what you think the ending of this Stories for Phantoma is? It's not a happy ending. Tell me why in the chat room as we listen to the next one. I have a thought, and I would love to find out from Andrew or from Brittney or from any of the members of the band if I'm right. And I'll tell you what it is after Blood Empress. Let's get to the next one, Ghost in the Mist, which before I heard Ghost and Decay, for a long time I said this next song, Ghost in the Mist, is my favorite song of all time from Unleash the Archers. Give It Up or Give It All may be my favorite song of theirs forever, and is the least power metal they've ever done. But it's so gorgeous. It's a gorgeous song. And I don't use that. I'm crying a little bit because the song was so pretty and I know what's coming, and I realized that a character that I have no investment in, Phantoma, I just realized that maybe the story doesn't end well for her. Get into it. Wow. Yep. All right, so the next song is going to be Seeking Revenge, and now that I've heard the 3 songs, and some of you have said what you think. Okay, so my thought process would be this: is the whole situation is it the situation where Phantoma winds up becoming that which she fought so hard against? At the end of this, does Phantoma wind up being the Blood Empress? Is the last song, when we did the reaction to Blood Empress, when you look at Brittney and she's all in red, is she portraying Phantoma, who has been now corrupted by the world that she now kind of leads, or the world she saved? Is she now corrupted by it, and now she is the Blood Empress? At the end of this story, is it finally wrapped around where at the end of this story the ending is not happy? Because God, just the thought of that crushes my spirit. Now that I'm looking at the track list, and I'm going to have to look deeper into the lyrics. It's so sad to think that that's what happened. All right, let's go to the 9th track, Seeking Vengeance. I do love this guitar solo. This is one of my favorite guitar solos on the album. It's so fucking solid. it was never enough to just find freedom and hope and release for the world, for all the oppression. Now you listen to the lyrics. Is it not enough? Does Phantoma seek revenge? And then in the last song, Blood Empress, does it come full dark circle? We went through songs 1 through 7 and saw the classic storytelling of the underdog, the misfit, the downtrodden find a way to win. Does Phantoma become what she most... Does she go to the dark side? Does she become, you know... yeah. Blood Empress. Wow. Okay. Phantoma. The album released May 10th from Unleash the Archers, presented by Napalm Records. What an epic list of songs, but collectively, it's a story of humble beginnings, of discovery, of chaos, of misfits, overcoming odds, winning the battle, achieving glory, and then a dark demise. All I know is I may not have all the story points correct, but every single one of these songs just tells it so well. And I wasn't necessarily, kind of like what I told Brittney, was that when I listen to it, I'm going to listen to it from a musical perspective in order. And as I'm listening to it, it does remind me of things from my childhood that inspire me and remind me of those great things growing up and in now that tell a great story. Stories are told in two ways. They're told intellectually through context and information. Then they're also told emotionally. Do they stir the soul? Do they inspire the spirit? Do they give caution to your fears? And throughout this album, in different ways, each song does a different portion of that storytelling. And when you get to track 7, Give It Up or Give It All, you really have that perfect, rounded up, everything is going to be great, everything is going to be wonderful. Not maybe from a lyrical standpoint, but from the music, it feels like the ending of an epic, wonderful, happy ending tale. And that was track 7, which means 8, 9, and 10 is a continuation of the story that sometimes you don't get to see in a perfect fairy tale. Because it's not a perfect fairy tale. It's a story of Phantoma, as told by Unleash the Archers. It's an amazing, amazing album. And I did exactly what Brittney asked me to do. We sat through the whole thing and listened to it. Not just lyrically, but we listened to it musically. And she's right. It does. It really does. And from a musician who grew up listening to some of the great musical stories told, from a musical standpoint, you can literally not listen and hear a single lyric. And if you don't speak English, it won't matter. You will feel the story being told musically in a way that will remind you of great, amazing tales that you've heard all your life. This is a masterpiece album. My name is Old School Nerd, and I appreciate all of you for sitting through with this. I know it took a while to get there, but we got there. And to Unleash the Archers, thank you so much for an amazing album. It is still on my bucket list to see you guys, and we're going to make it happen. And with that, we will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.